What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today, I'm going to have a moan. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to have a moan and a complain, but I'm going to try and do it in a way where I'm not moaning and complaining, but mere expressing my concerns for the state of FIFA 18, contrary to the belief of those on Reddit. I do indeed take issue with many things in this game. I don't believe this game is a shining example of all games EA. There is definitely some issues with this game. Now, I've made a lot of profit. You'll see in picture some clips of me clearing a trade pass so I can get some space up. I used the footbin import and it told me that Bellarabi was going for 5k. That was great. A few of these Caleons sold. He didn't actually go up as much as I thought. A few other players went up considerably, like De Rossi, for example, went up to 4k and he was like 1.2k. So I wish I'd invested in De Rossi instead. But as you can see, lots of these Caleons are sold. Some of them lazy buyers picking them up for like quite a lot. A few of the nannies I picked up sold. I think I have 4 benders. Hey, no homo. I think I had 4 benders. 2 of them I made good profit on because I bought them for 16k, and 2 of them I made a couple of thousand loss on. Overall, I made a little bit of profit on benders. Storages, of course, I bought for 37,000 some odd, so after tax didn't really make that much. Forster actually took a loss on. Van Dam I took a loss on. Boateng I made profit on. A couple more benders there. Kagawa, just items from the club. Moy sold 21k, I got rid of him. And another Forster there, also gone. And you're probably thinking, why? What happened? Where did it all go wrong? I thought you was doing the, I thought NepentheZ, you was doing the Costa SBC. And you know what? I was going to do the Costa SBC. I was excited to do the Costa SBC. The Costa SBC was at 400,000 coins 3 days ago. And I was like, this is going to be great. We're going to do Costa for cheaper because of the price of Screamer cards dramatically reducing the price, but something crazy happened and he's now worth 550k to complete. So I thought, screw it, let me just sell everything. I don't know what went up or where. The 86 rated squad went up in price, not down in price. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, for me to complete him, it would have been nice. And I did have the players available, and the cost of completing it would have been relatively cheap. But I decided instead to sell all the players, like, you know, that Mandzukic and that De Rossi. I picked up De Rossi for like 1,000 coins and sold him for 4,000 coins. I thought, you know what, I'll wait and do him another time. Why not? I'm in a position right now where it's frustrating because I believe Schmeichel will be going up in price, and as of right now we could sell him for, well, I haven't seen anything, like 295. There's a 270 bin on there, 292, 290. Someone's moving coins on that one. 290 is the lowest I've seen. 289. So I could actually list him up for 280, 285 there. Yeah, I could list him up for 280 and he'd sell. And that would give me about 16,000 coins profit, which is great. And if I list him up, I can buy Vieira. But if they release, or rather when they release Prime Icons next, if they release them this Thursday, great. But when they release them next, his price might go up to like 350, 400k. And I'll make a massive, massive killing on him. But, here comes the other but, we're at 810,000 coins. We are just a little bit away from being able to afford Patrick Vieira. You know, he's 1.1, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 1.05, something like that. Depends. There's a lot of them on the market right now. Oh no, maybe he's almost actually up at 1.2. There's 1.16. I did see one earlier for like 1,100,000 and one at 1,099,000. There's like this one here is like going for 1,115. Let's add him to transfer targets and see what he goes for. But yeah, we can get him for just over 1.1 million. So we're about 300,000 coins away. Right now I could sell that Schmeichel and get him. You know, might have to sell a few other things. I haven't really got much else in the club. Could sell this Giroud. I bought him for 49,500 and he's still going for about the same. There you go, there's a 43k bid on him there. But I do like using Giroud in squad battles. 15 games, 11 goals, 9 assists. 10 of those games, 11 of those games came on ultimate difficulty. So I'd like to see how his, you know, his goal and assist ratio comes now that we're going to go back to playing legendary. I've got some other items I can get rid of. That Alsoma card. We've got like another Jose Callejon. I've got a lot of 82s. Obviously, like Bakayoko will be a guy that we sell. How much is he going for still? Like 15, 18k with a Shadow Chem star, so we can get some coins there. And like, look at this, right? Just pages on pages on pages of gold card after gold card after gold card. And sure, these cards, it's like, but NepentheZ, what if there's a marquee matchups tomorrow and this guy is all of a sudden worth 4,000 coins? And that, you know what I mean? Yep, I get it. What about if this guy is worth like 9,000 coins? I get it. I do get it. But I've got, we're still in the shiny golds and we're 20 pages deep. Let's actually go to the we can attribute, I'd say, an average value of 800 coins per card. So let's say we've got 25 pages, so 250 shiny gold cards at an average of 800 coins per card. That's 200,000 coins just there at worst. At worst, 200,000 coins. We've then got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, this must be annoying, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, Jesus, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 290 common gold cards, which we will get at least 600 coins on average per card. That's another bit of my dinner there. That's another 175,000 coins. So worst case scenario, from those golds alone, I can go and get the 300 and some odd thousand coins needed to go and get Patrick Vieira, and we'll be in great shape. That's not taking into consideration all the other items. That Brandt there as well, 4.3k for him. He was going for like 1,000 coins the other day. I don't know why he's so useful now. I've got a couple of 100,000 coins still on the trade pile as well, waiting to sell. Once that sells, not a couple of hundred, maybe 120 to 130,000 coins, and we're in a real good spot where I can go and get Patrick Vieira. Do I think Patrick Vieira is going to be the difference between me getting 31 wins like I did last week and 34 wins again? Possibly not, but it'll be nice to put him into the squad. With that in consideration, we also have coming, what's the rewards for today? 2,000 coins. Not even interested in playing that. We also have coming schedule. No training cards from this weekend either, which is fun. We also have coming our Elite 3 70,000 coins and 100k pack and Premium Team of the Week pack. Now, I might not be opening the Team of the Week pack if the Team of the Week is trash. I'm actually quite gutted now that I didn't get to Elite 2. That one extra win would have, you know, given me an extra 30,000 coins. That was great. And I also messed up by not getting top 100 in the squad battles. And I didn't get top 100 by choice. You guys know, you know, my aim was to try, basically, like, look at these dudes here. Pretty much, maybe even all. Is it possible to get 13,000 points without playing Ultimate? Yes, it is. If you get 2 8s all across the board, 4 games, that'll put you on like 11,200s, plus the 2,000 for completing the featured squad. That'll put you 13,200. So anyone here has just had a great first start all the way up to like these dudes here, right? But I feel like these dudes here, the first 5 are already playing on Ultimate. Now, playing on Ultimate is dangerous because you've got a good chance of losing, because I tried it and it was tough. But I really want to get top 10 every time, and I thought trying to get myself into Ultimate would have been a good way to get top 10 every time. It wasn't, but I wouldn't mind just, you know, top 50 every time would be great. 2 mega packs, 65k coins and a 100k pack. Top 20 would be ideal, 75k coins, 100k pack and 2 50k packs. And the way I thought about, okay, let me cement my plays top 20 every week was by playing on Ultimate, learning how to beat it, and destroying it. But the thing is, Ultimate is just a different class of difficulty. Honestly, it is so difficult. I've got plenty of wins against it, but if you win 3-0, it's very similar, equivalent to winning 5-0 on Legendary. And you can see here, I don't even win 5-0 every single time, but I still get relatively decent points even when I don't. If you score 4 goals, that's when you're in Dreamland on Ultimate. But it's so difficult to score 4 goals consistently every game. I don't know how this dude at the top does it. He was number 1 last week. He was number 1 the week before. I'm pretty sure he was the number 1 the week before. He finished first with 2 games spare. How crazy is that? I wanted to know how he did it, and I wanted to try it for myself, and I just couldn't do it, and I don't know why. I don't know what the secret is. The craziest thing is as well, this dude, by the way, this isn't the real Huge Gorilla, the FIWC winner. This is just a PlayStation fanboy or fan, not necessarily a fanboy. This dude uses a bottom feeder team. He starts with a 4-star team, which, by the way, I did test it out a few times. And if you have your active squad as a low chem, low rated squad, your first 2 teams will be ridiculously low chemistry and most likely low rated, which might seem appealing, except for the fact that you get less points, because lower chemistry and lower rated, you get less overall points for winning. Yeah, this dude, and then he plays with this team, because I have a viewer, a subscriber, has him on friends list, and showed me his team and showed me the stats of the players, and he has like 100 odd games on the bronze guy that he starts and then subs out. So, you know, he actually uses a trash bags team, and it works, and I don't know why. Maybe he puts attribute cards on every single time. Maybe he gives them the +10 boost that also gets the 50% bonus. Maybe he just puts pace attribute cards on all of them and just has like 99 pace on his whole team. I don't know, but I didn't figure it out in time, and my idea was to use this week to be doing Ultimate every single time to guarantee myself top 10. I just don't want to. I don't want to. You know, what my aim is to score 5 goals every game. I'm so gutted again here. I only scored 4 goals in this game. If I'd have got the 5th goal, I would have got another 200 or so points minimum. It would have taken me up to like 2-5, like, you know, I've got 5-2 here, 2-5, 6-1. This would have been around the similar sort of thing. If I can do that, you know, I'm in great shape. Like, right now, we're actually gonna go and play the featured squad in a second. Then that'll give me 1900 points. That 1900 points will take me to 12,100, about 500 points outside the top 100. I've missed out on 200 points here, and I was 3-0 up in the 90th minute, and I had to concede 3 own goals on purpose to make sure that I could go and get the 5 goals, because 3-0 would have got me 2100 points, 6-4 got me 2500 points almost. So I need to make sure every day I keep hitting these numbers, because by the end of the week, so many people, as you can see from last week, you know, 114,609 was 100th, because people drop off massively. The week before, I got 118,000 some odd, and that's when I finished 10th. This time around, it would have got me at best 22nd, maybe up to 20th. So I'm going to need to improve there. But I need to improve by just learning how to improve, not by just spamming it. But what we're going to do today, guys, because as I said, I'm going to have a moan today. The moaning hasn't come yet. But by the way, we're this close. We're this close to picking up. We're this close to picking up Patrick Vieira. I could do it on rewards day on Thursday. Go and get him then. I could start just clearing out all these gold cards, maybe all of these silvers, have a look at what bronzes are selling, sell all my consumables and go and pick him up then. And my idea of trading going forwards isn't going to be about... I'm not going to trade like I did last year. I'm going to trade this year by buying in bulk off of hunches. So, for example, this, you know, the new player of the month is going to be Sané or Kevin De Bruyne, most likely. They're both City players. I'm very tempted to just go and buy a City player or a Belgian player or a German player just in bulk and try and do what I did with those Calleons. Now, those Calleons didn't go up quite as much as I thought they would, but they still went up. I bought them at 11 to 1200 coins, and I sold them for 18. Well, but they're selling for 18 to 1900 right now. I got a few of them sold for 2,500 to 3,500. I've relisted them up for like 2,000, 2,200, hoping for some lazy buys and making 1,000 coins a card. That's okay, you know, over the course of the 50 cards that I bought, I'm going to make like 35 to 40,000 coins after tax. I'm actually happy with that. Had I invested in De Rossi's instead, I would have made about 100 to 10, 120,000 coins, which would have been better. But I definitely want to try that. But what we're going to do today, guys, I'm actually going to play the full game of squad battles, because I get a lot of people ask me, how do you play squad battles? What do you like? What do you do? What, you know? How do you beat legendary? And although I've already got a video on my main channel on how I beat legendary, I do still want to show you guys what happens and what I do in detail, because the way I beat legendary has changed then to now. Now, before I just played the game, I gave you tips about fake shots and things like that, which was effective. Now I've got a new kind of technique. So I use the 3-4-2-1 quite a lot, and offensively it's considerably better than the 4-1-2-1-2 wide. But defensively it's actually really bad, because you've only got three defenders because of the way you have to play. So I go for the 4-1-2-1-2 wide right now, because against AI, first and foremost, crosses work, which is why I put Pogba and Giroud up front. They're both really tall with really good finishing. Not so much Pogba, but you know, he's Pogba. He does bang it in. So that's why I go with the wide variant, because you need the width. And then I go with two strikers up front, because the 1-2s between the two strikers are always very, very important. Like, very important. Now, this is legendary. I am yet to lose a game on legendary. Like, just in the whole of FIFA. I just haven't lost one. I've lost plenty on Ultimate, maybe like 6 or 8 on Ultimate, and I've probably got about 20 wins on Ultimate. And then I've got a loss on like Professional or Semi-Pro, because I was testing out the no-loss glitch and how it affected, you know, how it affected FUT champs, not FUT champs, squad battles. But bottom line is, I've never lost on legendary. I'm hoping me recording at live and you know, talking to you at the same time isn't gonna influence the way I play too much to the point where it costs me goals and the game, because I need the 1900 points. With that being said, even if you do lose on legendary, you still get 1400 points in the featured squad. So regardless of what happens here, I'm guaranteed 1400 points, potentially up to you know, potentially up to 1500 points. Probably should be in there. Ooh, you jammy mofo. So, as per the start of the video, guys, you're probably thinking to yourself, what was you going to complain about? You were here, you were waiting for me to complain, and I'm yet to do so. What was I going to complain about? Well, the thing that I'm really disappointed. Well, first of all, there's two things, right? First things first. Oh, that could be a goal. First things first. I want to moan about the Scream promo. It was terrible. It was just terrible. You know, we've spoken about it before, and I've spoken about it on stream, and I've spoken about it on social media. But the boosts these cards get are not even good enough to the point where they're really that usable. You know, okay, it's an okay boost, but for example, Van Damme, no one's using him. There's a reason why he's still 15,000 coins. There's, you know, Pulisic, terrible. The Cliver, it's an okay boost because they've made it the same as the Icon Cliver. I, you know, respect that. I think that's quite fun. But the problem is, it's hard to link with people, and it's, you know, from a bad league. So the boost in itself isn't even really worth, you know, looking at. You look at even like Mesut Ozil, not worth looking at. You look at who else was there? Quadrado. I've got Quadrado. He's not great. Let me tell you, he's boosted up to an 89. Now, last year, the boosts were huge. I know why EA haven't given the hugest boost this year. Reason number one is because you can use them in Prime Icon SBCs, and they don't want the Prime Icon SBCs to be ridiculously cheap, and I can understand that. But all they had to do was just remove the ability to use those cards in Prime Icon SBCs. Problem solved. Reason number two that the boosts aren't so big is because they are going to get boosted a few times throughout the year. I would assume on full moons, Friday the 13th, and any other potential way that EA want to, you know, want to do it. Basically, want to generate the Screamer hype. So the Screamer promo in itself was quite disappointing. You know, we got a few on. Last week we got a few decent SBCs, not great but decent ones, offered okay packs. You know, one of them had like a gold players pack and it was okay, and one of them did like the other pack and it was okay. But there wasn't really any like outrageously good SBCs. And then the guaranteed Screamer untradeable SBCs, they were quite good. You know, you got a guaranteed Screamer card, which is very, very nice. I don't deny that at all. But A, they were untradeable, and B, they cost about the same or more to complete than most of the SBCs were worth. You know, it cost you about 17 to 18,000 coins to complete, and you could buy almost any other than like the absolute premium Screamer cards. You could buy all of them for about the same sort of price. So again, it was kind of a situation where I was like, you know, is it really worth it? Is it really worth doing these SBCs? For me personally, the answer is no, which is why I haven't done the current SBC, because I personally believe that I was better off selling the 83s and 82s and 84s that were relevant to the SBC to make profit that way, because I probably made more profit off of selling those cards than I did if I would have used them, got the Screamer card, and then used that for the Prime Icon. And you're also probably thinking, I thought you was going to do that Deco. Rui Costa, god damn, I've got to stop calling him Deco. Well, I was going to do Rui Costa, and I eventually will still do Rui Costa, but whatever EA have done the last couple of days with the Prime Icon SBCs, with the Screamer cards, and with the Screamer SBCs, it has turned the Prime Icon SBC Rui Costa to being way more expensive than it was before. So now, as I said before, you know, I'll do it some other time. I'll do it, you know, when I get my red monthlies. I'm going to have a lot of hopefully, you know, maybe not this month, but definitely over the coming months, I'm going to have a lot of high-rated red cards that are going to be just sat there doing nothing and will have no sellable value, but definitely a value in SBCs. So, you know, I'll do it that way instead. Same as Informs. You know, I've got so many of these Informed packs. I've already got 2 saved up, 1 more to come. That's 9 guaranteed Informs for me, so I don't even have to go onto the market and buy the Informs. I could just use the ones that I've got, and those will be absolutely fine. I can't believe I haven't found a way through this defense yet. There's that. So that was the first thing I kind of wanted to not moan about per se, but just give my opinion on how this current, you know, the first promo of the year. Take out Prime Icon SBCs. You know, the Screamer cards were the first like proper, hey, here's a promo, how do you like this kind of thing this year, right? And the bottom line is, it was very underwhelming. You know, you think they would want to start the first one with an absolute bang, SBCs out the yin yang, maybe some lightning rounds. Did we get any lightning rounds? We didn't get any lightning rounds. Hello, EA? Doesn't matter, Giroux's just a beast. Yeah, we didn't get any lightning rounds. You know, it was all pretty dead, pretty dull. You know, there was no hype around these Screamer cards. Oh, that's a good tackle. Don't blow for half-time, ref. I've got a good position here. Let me just focus on this. What? Don't blow for half-time, ref. I've got a good position here. Pogba! Ooh, Ter Stegen with the save. So yeah, that's my first complaint. My second complaint is one where this might be a me thing, and it might be a hardcore players only thing, but I kind of want to talk about it anyway because it's frustrating. And that is the incredible lack of things to do from Monday through Thursday. Now, I know, squad battles every day. One of the biggest issues with squad battles, though, is that most of the squad battles games are on the weekend. The reason why squad battles was introduced was to be a casual game mode for the casual players that don't have the time to play 40 games over the weekend. Well, guess what? Instead of playing 40 games of Foot Champs over the weekend, you now get to play... what is it, 28 games, 12, 24, yeah, 28 games of squad battles over the weekend instead. So they've reduced it from 24 to 20, sorry, from 40 to 28, and you can't play them at your leisure. You have to play them when EA want you to play them. There is no in between. There's no, oh, you want to play 20 of those games on Friday because you got Friday off? No, you can only play 4 on Friday. You then have to play 4 between 1 and 9, 4 more between 9 and 5, and the final 4 between 5 and 1. So that in itself is pretty stupid, right? It would have been much better if they had done, maybe just given like literally a 40 game limit, been like, here, or 45 game limit, you know, the featured squad, 44 games across the week. Here's what you need to do. You need to play all 40 games. You can refresh as often as you like to get the games up, but you know it's in sets of 4. So if you only play 3 of that 4 and then you refresh it, you don't get that final game back. That would have been much more beneficial, I think. But failing that, failing squad battles, which is just 4 games a day, which offline is much quicker to complete than online. You know, you could probably get a game done in 15 to 18 minutes at worst. And 12 to 14 minutes at best, depending on how many times the ball goes out of play and how you know how much tinkering and such you do. Whereas online, it's more like 15 to 16 minutes at best and 18 to 22 minutes, potentially even more at worst if it goes to extra time and penalties. Right, so you, like for me personally, I'm able to get all 4 of my squad battles games done usually within like an hour and 5 to an hour and 10 minutes, and I think that's a very reasonable time. So there's that, right? That's where we are with squad battles. So you've got squad battles, and you've got foot champs on the weekend, and sure, you've got like some pretty generic SBCs, or you know, throughout the week. You know, we get marquee matchups every Tuesday, and I think marquee matchups are great. They offer very good rewards. They keep the market super fresh, and for people like me that uses bronze pack method, and for those of you guys that store a whole bunch of crap in your club all the time, well, this might be curtains here, marquee matchups are fantastic, but it takes 10, 20, maximum 30 minutes to complete your marquee matchups, buying players, getting loyalty perhaps, completing the marquee matchups, job done, and then that's that day done again. That's another day where, okay, so I've done the marquee matchups. Now what? You know, now, literally what? What do you do? Once you've done the whatever SBC they may throw out, and once you've already done your squad battles games, and once you've grind the game to you know, bronze pack method or something, there's only a few options. Option number 1 is foot draft, and we've talked about this before. I can't remember if I did it on video or not, but if I did do it on video, I'm happy to reiterate the point, because what you have is you have foot draft, which isn't really a great game mode to play, specifically if you're trying to practice for weekend league, because you don't get to use the team that you would use at weekend league, and the caliber of player is generally not the same as what you face at weekend league. So foot draft is more of a coin sink for EA than anything, because you know, per winner of foot draft, there are of course 15 losers. Now, yes, I know, they all also get packs to the equivalent of at least 15,000 coins, but we all know that, generally speaking, you don't profit off of packs in the long term, you know? So when EA are giving out all these packs, so on and so forth, they're the ones that are making the money here, you know what I mean? Like, EA are making the money one way or another. Oh, I went way wide, holy crap. So there's draft, but, you know, also, I like records on my players. I like to see how many goals have I scored with such and such player, how many games have I scored with such and such player, and draft doesn't offer that as a good game mode. You then have online singles. Now, online singles are terrible for a few reasons. Number 1, the level of player, the quality of player is generally horrific in online singles. There are no rewards past match coins, so it's pretty much like why would you play that? You only get match coins in a game where there are so many different ways that EA are offering you to generate coins. Through the foot draft, through opening packs, through squad battles, through daily knockout tournaments, and through foot champions, they're saying here you can make coins for playing. You know, even today, for example, even in the daily knockout tournament, the reward is only 2,000 coins, but it's 2,000 coins. You know, you're gonna get. Oh, I thought that went in. You're going to get a bonus 2,000 coins for playing the 4 games and winning it. It gives you a reason to actually go and play it and win it. However, with Daily Knockout Tournament, once again, once you've won it once, you can't win it again. So for those of us that are, you know, already qualified or have won the Daily Knockout Tournament, you're left with divisions. And divisions are a problem right now for 2 reasons. Number 1, there's not enough people playing them because the rewards are so bad. And problem number 2 is the rewards are so bad. Like, it's not efficient in any way to play divisions when you could make more coins. Like, so even if you take the top division and the best prize in the top division, you are looking at Division 1, which would win you 15,000 coins. Let's say it takes the average person that wins Division 1 all 10 games to win Division 1. You're getting a bonus of 1,500 coins per... Oh, that's going to be over the bar. You're getting a bonus of 1,500 coins per game over a 10-game period. But it takes you 20 minutes per game. So you're basically gaining a bonus of 1,500 coins per 20 minutes. The reason why that is just not an efficient way to make coins in this game is because you could do bronze pack method for 5 minutes and make at least double that amount, if not more. You could easily make more through bronze pack method because of how effective and efficient it is. On the same vein, you could go and play your 4 games in daily knockout tournaments, and you could make 2,000 coins. So you can make 500 coins bonus per game. It's a lot, it's a lot less than the 1,500 coins per game. But we're talking about a daily knockout tournament versus the top division in the game. So a daily knockout tournament that everyone can enter. You don't have to grind your way up to it. Every single person can enter. When you win that, not only do you get 500 coins per game bonus, but you also get qualification to the weekend league. That's now more efficient than going and getting yourself to Division 1 and then playing Division 1 and hoping you win Division 1, on top of the fact that in Division 1 it's so much more difficult to find opponents, find clean connections, so on and so forth. So it's not efficient. That's what I'm saying. It's not efficient to play divisions, which means loads of people don't play divisions, which leaves us in a scenario, it puts us in a position where, so yeah, I'm like 500 points outside top 100. I'm okay with that. It puts us in a position where during the week there's nothing to do. And I say that because even these, I thought daily objectives and weekly objectives, I thought these were going to be great. But they're so easy that I like them. This is where I like it is a complaint, but it's not a complaint, because I like the daily objectives and I like the weekly objectives. For example, head over to Squad Battles and play a game today. Job done. I get a bronze contract pack. Okay, you can get the you can get the creme de la creme, you can get the 125k pack, you can get the 50k packs. I've seen it, you know, I've not done it myself. Get fit here, apply fitness consumable. I've got 200 coins for that. I got these two things for just playing the game. I respect that. This one, I kind of have to do a bit more, you know, okay, so I need to go and get a Portuguese player to get the 2 Portuguese assists. Buy an attacker is quite easy, and I've already done the finesse shot. But the weekly objectives, guys, I've been playing 2 friendlies. I completed these in day 1. All of them in the first day. Scoring 40 goals isn't even difficult. And it doesn't really offer that great a reward. It offers a good reward. Don't get me wrong. You know, I think I've got like 1,800 coins for this, like 1,500 coins for this. I think I've got a 2-player pack for one of them. It's some pretty good stuff. But it's so easy that you don't even have to think about it. You don't have. It's not grindy enough, in my opinion. And it leaves us in a state where Monday through Thursday, specifically, because there is lack of FUT Champs and lack of Squad Battles games to play, I'm in a position where I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? For example, tomorrow's video, this is going to be Tuesday's video. I don't know what to do for Wednesday's video because I don't care to play divisions. I don't care to play the daily knockout tournament because I've already qualified and the prize isn't very good. If the other DKT has a decent prize, maybe I'll go and play that one. Let's have a look what this one has. So yeah, this has a kit and 2,000 coins. So I'll play this just for the kit, right? Unless the kit is tradable, in which case then I'll just buy it when it's worth 200 coins because I don't really care. But there's that, right? So there's the daily knockouts, and then next week, see, this one's decent, a gold pack and 1,500 coins. I rate that. This one just 2,000 coins. I don't really care about that. It's not really too worth it. But I actually don't know what to do on a day-to-day basis outside of FUT Champs. And if I'm struggling with that, I can imagine a lot of you are struggling with that as well. I can imagine a lot of you don't even turn the game. Maybe you turn it on at 6 PM, see what's new, play your Squad Battles games, and then turn it off by 7:30, and you're off the game. If EA want to engage with their audience, if they want to keep us on this game, keep us playing this game, just change something. And my first option would be change division rewards. Just change them, put them in line with FUT Draft, FUT Champs and Squad Battles, give pack rewards, better coin rewards, make the daily and Daily and weekly objectives, a little more difficult to accomplish, you know, even impossible. Make one weekly objective like a ridiculous achievement, you know, like for example, play 100 games. Something stupid where it's like, oh damn, I'm you know, I'm gonna have to sit there and grind divisions if I want to get 100 games done. You know, something that's actually gonna make people be like, well, I want to work towards this, because they're on the right track. You know, they are on the right track. Squad battles is very much a grindy thing where you work towards the rank that you want to get the reward that you want. Foot champs is the same, but it's more competitive because it's online. But give us something to work toward on a day-to-day basis that isn't over and done within a minute. And I know the problem with that is that people don't want to work for things. People want to just be gifted things and given them super, super easy. I want to work for things. And this is why I said at the very top of this, this might just be personal to me. This might not be important to you guys or anything like that. But for me personally, I would love near unattainable tasks. That would make me happy. All these Callions selling 2.2, 2.1k, very nice. We'll clear those. I'll relist these. I'll keep relisting them until they sell. I'm definitely going to get Vieira this week at one stage or another. Whether that means I sell Schmeichel to get him or not, we've got the coins now. We're there. And I did it without even having to open my 2 packs. And I did it with taking an Elite 1 foot champs instead of, squad battles instead of a top 100 squad battles. But yeah, I personally want something that is going to make me get on this game and think, well, let me go and play 10 divisions games today, or 5 divisions games today, or online singles today, so on and so forth. Because I think they're missing the boat. That's my personal opinion. To the point where, in my mind, I was going to be grinding FIFA so hard, so much, to make sure that I had everything available to me, specifically in the first few months. I thought PUBG, a game that I played a lot towards the back end of FIFA 17, would be a game that I wouldn't even be able to touch until the back end of this game either. But we are just over 1 month from full release, and not only do I have a team that is exceptional, I have coins in the bank to do anything I want. If I want to go and get Del Piero Prime Icon, I can go and get Del Piero Prime Icon. He's not out of reach for me. I can get Mark Overmars. I can get Rui Costa. I just don't want to, because these players, they're not good enough. Like if in fact somebody said, look at this. I'll show you. This is going to be a real long video. Let me show you first Overmars. So 90 Overmars, we'll add him to the transfer targets. There's only 5 of them on the market, crazy. And then let's get Alessandrini. Where is he? There. And let's get his special card. Now, Alessandrini, guys, I know he's not an icon. He doesn't offer the links of an icon, but he's French, so he does get humongous bonus points for that. On the face card stats alone, he has more physical, the same passing, better shooting, a little less dribbling, and a little less pace. And when you look at the in-games, we're going to be able to look at his in-games. Man, they're both going to be... Can we look at in-games, please, EA? When we look at his in-games, I mean, they are super, super similar players. Super similar. Alessandrini arguably has better passing. He definitely has better shooting. Pace is very similar, especially once you put a chem style on. Dribbling is actually quite similar. Alessandrini has way better agility, way better balance, a little less reactions and a little, way less reactions, a little less ball control, way less dribbling, and a little less composure. He also has a very similar stamina and has more strength and aggression and better jumping. He also has 4-star, 4-star, whereas Overmars does have the 5-star weak foot, which is, good, but only 3-star skill moves. So when you're thinking about Overmars, who's about 1 million coins to purchase, or about 600,000 coins to complete, you've got basically a Mark Overmars. And I know, like, this isn't one of those, like, oh, he's basically Mark Overmars, but really he's not. He's basically Mark Overmars. He's better than Mark Overmars in very, many aspects. He's got a few detrimental stats here or there, weak foot, maybe a bit of stamina, a bit of composure. But in general, why would I want to burn my coins for this Mark Overmars when my Alessandrini is quite exceptional? And when we look at Alessandrini and look at what he's done for me in the club, he has got himself 115 goals and 99 assists in 170 games from Cam. Mark Overmars would probably have something very similar to that, and Alessandrini cost me 30,000 coins. So in terms of what I was going for through that, in terms of the state of the game during the week, there's just nothing to do. I don't understand. I don't understand EA's mentality of just not giving us enough. And as I say, this might be selfish to me, and because this is my job, I get to play this game as little or as often as I like, so I can bang squad battles out immediately. I can bang out SBCs immediately. I can bang out my FUT Champs games as and when I want. And I'm sitting there like I want more. That might be very selfish, and it might be specific to me and a very small select group of people. But I'd love to hear your opinion on what I've been talking about here, and just in general about how you're enjoying FIFA. This, though, dudes, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.